Hello, Ottawans and Ottawans from around the globe, and welcome to episode 2 of our Sardinia playthrough. I hate how that rhymes. And before we go any further, I placed the saved game file in the description of this video, a link to it anyways. If you think you can do better than me, go ahead and download that and give it a shot. I'd love to see what you come up with and what strategies, given the current situation, you have to play with. Let me know how you do. Okay, so like we mentioned at the end of the last episode, we're gonna be looking to take over all of Italia, or Italy first probably, and then all of Italia eventually. That's kind of my goal here, and if you look at Italy, it's quite fragmented, but we're getting up there in age. We're 48. We have 2 sons here, so we got to be kind of careful with our succession. We don't want to lose too much and have a power struggle and things like that. And the other thing is we don't want to expand too quickly. One of the things I tend to do is expand way too quickly. I'm super aggressive with taking territories, and I don't have enough control or revenue and things like that in my current territory. I've decided, after much careful thought, that I might go after some of the weaker counties up here. So, for example, this one where they only have 700 guys and we have 2,100. That's probably a great target for us. Somebody like this with 1,800 and allies, like, definitely probably going to be avoiding it. Same here with 1,000 and allies. We're going to avoid those guys. So we'll pick 1 or 2 wars here just for a couple counties. And we're going to spend the rest of our life as this player focusing on development. So you'll see here, if we look at these counties, I don't have any buildings in them yet. In our capital, we're pretty much maxed out, almost close to it. Given the current amount of techs we have, but in these other counties we aren't maxed out. So it's probably a good idea to kind of not expand too quickly and invest more. That's something I'm going to be working on here. So having said that, let's get into it. So right quick, I'm just going to go ahead and declare a quick war. I'm going to raise all my armies here and fire them right in. Alright, so we took a valuable hostage and won this one. Great, so we're taking it little by little. We did lose a ton of guys, so now it's time to just kind of kick back and, reinvest in our counties.
I got a $100 check from my grandma, and my dad said I need to put it in the bank so it can grow over the years.
Well, that's fantastic. A really smart decision, young man.
Now, as much as I love the stewardship tree, I think I'm going to be switching to a learning focus. And the reason I'm going to be doing that is to improve my development growth and our scientific research and our cultural fascination, rather. You'll see here we're pretty much limited, especially in our capital right now, by the amount of techs we have, right? We can't make a new duchy building. We can't construct a keep. Things like that because of our lack of technical innovation.
Sorry, I just think I'm too stupid to understand this.
And since we are the actual culture head, we do get to decide, which is good, but right now it's pretty weak. So if we look here, you'll see that we're getting 0.46 progress each month. I really want to boost our development so that we can actually get higher chance of development, and hopefully it expedites this process. So it's quicker than 4 years when we unlock this. So I just picked up the scientific learning lifestyle perk, and what that's going to give me is a cultural fascination boost. So if I go ahead and look here, my fascination's now at plus 47%, so that's going to help us achieve our goal much quicker. So we're a few turns later, and I also picked up planned cultivation, which is going to give us increased efficiency in the increased development in counties. So this little guy that I've got on consistently on my capital, so we're trying to increase the development as much as possible in our capital so that it increases the average kind of overall. So here we go. Our son, who is also our heir, just had a child with our lovely daughter-in-law, who is a genius. And what do you know? Let's take a look at the grandson. Boom. Not only is he a genius, but he's handsome too. Chalk that up under things you love to see. I'm super excited. Now the last thing he needs is a good Sardinian name, and we're good to go. This life hasn't been packed with excitement. Let's put it that way. We're currently making 14.4 gold per month, rather, and it's going pretty well. We're just reinvesting in our counties. Just investing in infrastructure to boost that gold income, and then we're going to be boosting our men-at-arms. I've slowly and surely kind of added 1 or 2 here, making sure we have enough onagers, I'm probably going to go ahead and make another regiment of armored footmen. I do love some good armored footmen. So yeah, that's kind of what's been going on. I know it's been super slow, but it's going to pick up next life. I will guarantee it. Yikes. So I was just gearing up to take this last little portion of Sardinia when, wouldn't you know it, our friends the Salomon Emirates decided, you know what, they were going to take that. That's really, really unfortunate. I didn't see that happen. I was kind of focused elsewhere. They have quite a strong military, so this is going to be rough. We're not going to be able to take this back for quite some time, but I'm sure something will break up. Like, look how many sons he has. I'm sure after a while, this will fragment and we'll be able to take it back. Alright, so we have died. We're going to play as our son, which is good. We've been managing succession effectively. He can only have 5 domain holdings, which is not great. We'll go ahead and slap our wife on to manage domain. That will help with one of those. So again, pretty bad, but not a huge deal. I can actually grant some of this land to my brother. Seems like a good guy. He's our steward, so he's got half decent stewardship. And we'll just grant him these individual titles. He's not going to be a huge fan of that because we don't own the duchies, but we're kind of just sitting in wait here. Waiting for Italy to pop off or something to that effect. So, you know, we'll kind of just play it by ear. I'm not super stressed, and we can negotiate an alliance with him just so he doesn't rebel. Now, because we were effectively managing our succession, you'll notice here that our son already went down the learning tree, which was kind of something we're going for, and he's already got 11 of 27 perks. Unfortunately, it was down the theologian portion, which is not ideal. I like going down whole of body or scholar. But you know, it's not the worst in the world. And we'll go ahead and just focus on the scholarship focus to give us that development growth boost. But we already have a scientific learning lifestyle perk achieved, so that's actually going to be a huge help to our research. So we have gotten a ton of our cultural fascinations. I'm going to go ahead and just grab battlements first so we can upgrade all of our castles. I then might go to manorialism. I'm thinking because that will allow me to make our special duchy buildings and things like that. After that, we can kind of click around and see where we really want to go, but that's really where I want to start. Maybe even household soldiers after that for that men-at-arms regiment +1. Hopefully by that time we'll have maxed out our men-at-arms and our army will truly be elite. So our buddies down here, these Muslim rulers in Italy, just lost like a rebellious war and all kinds of wars, and now they're down to 900 guys. So I just went ahead and declared war right quick for this last little portion of the Kingdom of Sardinia. I think it would be quite helpful, so I'm going to go ahead and pick that up as soon as I possibly can. Alright, and let's go smack them up. I'm not sure why they're deciding to take this little portion of my empire. It's not useful at all to them, but yeah. And we're also taking their capital, which will give us a valuable hostage and allow us to enforce our demands. Beautiful. So now our kingdom is finally complete. There's less border gore. I'm a happy boy. I'm going to go ahead and embrace celibacy. A new life does indeed start today.
But are you still master of your domain?
I am king of the county. You?
Lord of the manor.
So let's take a look for our son and primary heir. This is Isokor, the absolute beast. I found this wife here. She's 42, so by the time we are 16, because we're 13 now, by the time we're 16, she'll be 45. Odds are pretty good that we'll have another genius kid at the very least, and handsome. So we kind of have some land here in the Duchy of Lombardy, and basically what we're going to do is we're going to just declare war on this independent ruler here. He's only got 900 troops compared to our almost 4,000. He's got no allies, things like that. So we're going to just try and, you know, slowly and surely chip away at these duchies here. Oh no! My good son! No, why does this always happen?
Why does this keep happening to me?
He has got smallpox and he's just dead, bro. This actually might rip through my entire legacy. Okay, hold on a sec. Big rip on that front. Like, I didn't even see him catch smallpox. Like, there was no notification, nothing like that. Like, he's just dead. Okay, let's grab a physician right quick. let's abandon this whole celibacy thing. Not a huge fan. Our wife's 52. We can't request a divorce. Let's go ahead and get some murdering done. We're also going to go ahead and sauce a quick invite to our guest just to make that go a little bit quicker. And we'll go ahead and pick up Abdale. He seems quite good, Abdale. It's not the end of the world because we do have another son. He's pretty trash. Oh, he's actually so terrible, like, for what I wanted. My other son was going down the stewardship tree. He was actually a genius and beautiful. Oh, my days. Why has this happened? Oh, well, you know, we'll just roll with the punches as it is hardcore, and we'll keep going. But hopefully it doesn't take out too many more people. I know it's small hawks are pretty deadly, so. And easy as you like, we hit 100% in this war score. Let's go ahead and enforce demands. Beautiful, boom, disband all, disband all. Sweet. Also, it looks like, so Italy has 2,300 men with a alliance with Burgundy here. Okay, cool. But they have a little 2-year-old as their primary heir. I also noticed that if I went ahead and murdered him, the scheme had a 95% chance, 95% chance. So to me, that's a no-brainer. Let's put a 2-year-old in charge of all of Italy. And my guess is it'll fall apart relatively quickly. So here we go. This will be easy. 95% chance, 5% chance. Bruh, are you kidding me? Oh, I knew to record that because I knew I would miss a 95% chance. Like, that's actually ridiculous. We just had a granddaughter. She's actually not so bad. The only problem with it is she doesn't have a good Sardinian name. They gave her Barbara. Prechusa. It sounds like a Age of Empires voice line. Like, go get some wood.
Prechusa. Prechusa.
Okay, so we just got the notification. We'll be dead within a year, so now it's time to spend our prestige and our gold if we can. Well, not really the gold, but the prestige for sure. We'll go ahead and invite knights with our prestige and kind of just wait it out. And we are dead. We'll play as our son, who's not great, not terrible, 18 years old. Well, wouldn't you know it, the King of Italy has decided he's going to declare war on me. He does have a significant number of allies, so that's quite unfortunate, but not to worry. So let's see. So he is attacking us for this small portion. It's not the end of the world if we lose it, but it's truly important we take kind of some calculated risks. So you'll see here, it looks like they have 2,000 soldiers themselves, plus quite strong allies. So, to kind of bolster our side of the fight, we have had a daughter. Let's go ahead and marry her off. We'll go ahead and remove this and remove that, and search by alliance power. Oh, would you look at that? We can grab the Greek. Was that the Byzantine Empire? Oh my days! The Byzantines will align with us. That sounds pretty good to me. So let's go ahead and call our brand new allies to war. Boom, boom, he will accept, and let's do it. I'm going to go ahead and just try and seize the capital now. Perfect. Okay, we got the capital. That's a huge chunk of war score. Okay, we've decided we're going to go attack up here. Perfect. Cleaned them out. And we're at 100%. I got to give a huge shout out to my boys, the Byzantines. Coming in clutch there. Okay, so we finally discovered battlements. Took forever. So now that we've done that, we can go ahead and improve our castles everywhere, and then after that, ultimately, we will be able to improve our mine. But yeah, first order of business is improving our castles everywhere we can, and you'll notice I've been saving my gold. We have a little bit of a glut of gold for exactly this situation. So I think it's time we can be a little more aggressive now and actually start taking more and more of our goal, which is the Kingdom of Italy and eventually the Empire of Italia. So I'm going to go ahead and declare war against Croatia here. They're currently fighting another war over on this border, and realistically, I have way more troops than them. They don't have too many allies, or they don't have any allies, rather. So it should be a pretty good win here. And then we're going to set our sights on Italy itself. So So I'm going to raise all right next to it, just pop them onto the war target, and then I'm going to go straight for the capital after that. Alright, so wasn't the way I wanted to win, but we captured a valuable hostage. I'll go ahead and enforce the demands there, and we have our next little bit of Italy. Disband all. Now, I know I'm going to take some penalties from going into war after war after war, but I have to say, Italy is so weak right now. Look at all the wars they're in. Boom, 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 boom. And realistically, I do not see them coming back from this one, so I'm going to go ahead and declare war against them now. I think the timing is right. We might take some penalties for being in too many offensive wars, but really to grab a hold of a bigger chunk of Italy would be super helpful. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And easy as you like, we took one county, we took the king hostage. We're going to go ahead and enforce these demands. Beautiful, disband all, and that's one more chunk of Italy for us.
A few moments later.
So it looks like it's time to attack Italy again. I'm in a strong position. I've been investing heavily in my buildings, duchies, and I've been slowly chipping away at small nations within Italy. Small independent rulers, I should say. So now it's time to actually focus on this guy. So if I take a look, he's attacking Italy currently, or the papacy rather, and I don't want that to happen. With that, he'll gain status, power, etc. So I'm going to go declare war on him. I'm going to take one of these smaller lands that in this kind of duchy here that I want to hold. Probably, I don't know. The one I have currently is not actually that bad of a shout. If I raise all here, and then I have a feeling they're down here, so I'm going to just make my way down. The first order of business really for me is to take out their army so that they don't necessarily win against the Pope. So I got the Byzantines to join the party, and it seems to be going well. They sent over roughly 10k troops, and we're just kind of chilling now, taking over county by county. Neighboring ruler lost war, so our neighbor Italy lost the war against the papacy. I wanted to avoid him taking that little chunk. The reason being because it's a Catholic holy site. The development is typically really, really high here and things like that. So we really wanted to avoid Italy taking that over so we can kind of chip away at them slowly and surely and ultimately take over the Kingdom of Italy and the Empire of Italia. So we won our war. We hit 100%. We're going to go ahead and enforce the demands. I think what we're going to do, because our vassals are a little bit tricky, so like if you take a look here, this guy has part of Genoa and part of Lombardy, and this guy has part of Piedmonte and part of Lombardy as well. So I'd like to revoke at least one here, so I could go ahead and revoke the title. I have a hook on her, and we'll go ahead and grab this one. So what we'll do here is we'll grant him this title here. We'll grant him this title within Lombardy, and then we'll wait and save up our gold, make the Duchy of Lombardy, and then grant him the rest of it right after. Oh, and would you look at what time it is? Our truce with Italy is expired, and it's time to attack again. They have 900 troops and an ally with 700. Oh, this is a thing of absolute beauty, watching Italy fall. We have a ton of de jure territory we could take, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go against my claims down here and go ahead and take this because it'll allow me to create another duchy. And easy as you like, the first battle, I capture the queen herself. So we've finished manorialism, and now we can make so many new buildings. If I take a look here, we can go ahead and increase all of these, but the one I really want to focus on is this silver mine. The first thing I'm going to do is upgrade this, and after that, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade every other building in my domain. Realistically, we are going to see our gold skyrocket here. So right now from our domain, we're making 20.6. I foresee that to go pretty close to 30 after we're done all our improvements around. Just with this one tech. So take a look at this, you're not going to believe it. The Queen of Italy is being attacked by who? None other than our own vassal. It's absolutely a thing of beauty. Not only has he wiped out her entire army, but he set her up. So as soon as he's done killing her, I'm going to go in, stroll in, and take another duchy from her. This is pretty much perfect. The only thing I have to worry about is this vassal getting too strong. He's already quite strong, so we got to be a little bit careful there. Beautiful, oh my days. So our vassal's taken this little bit of land from her, completely wiped her out. She's at 500 troops. So now all I have to do is go ahead and click Declare War, find my claims. I'm going to go take this little portion of Genoa, like the salami. And yeah, this should be a pretty easy clap. No need for allies, nothing like that. Just one and done. And we've taken the war target, we're sieging the capital. I kind of had to split my armies up because there's no sense in having 7k dudes in one place, while they only have 500 guys total. Wonderful, and we've hit 100%, so I'm going to go ahead, enforce the demands, so be it, disband all. So our vassals just took another little piece of Italy in a war, and wouldn't you know it, I have the option now to usurp the Kingdom of Italy. So that's exactly what I'm going to go ahead and do. Boom. And now I have not only the Kingdom of Sardinia, but the Kingdom of Italy. And the next thing to come will be the Empire of Italia. Just you wait and see, folks. This is a perfect place to end this episode. If you liked the content and thought what you saw was funny and enjoyable to watch, and maybe you learned a thing or two, consider hitting the like and subscribe button. I'm still a channel under 100 subs, so it helps me out tremendously. And if you liked what you saw in this episode, I have some great news for you. I've put the next episode and another video I think you'd enjoy up on screen. So if you're bored and have nothing to do, consider giving it a watch. Enjoy!